Hello everyone, welcome to my first ever video review. Today we are not actually looking at a board game, but instead of a set of puzzles. This is created by the Enigma Emporium, it's called Funny Pages, and what you're looking at here is the promo pack. So in the bigger version, you're gonna have a lot more puzzles, you're gonna have a book that teaches you how to play these puzzles, and that also gives you hints that slowly get you closer to the answer. Finally, you also have the answer if you get completely stuck or if you simply want to check whether your solution was correct. In the original game, what you're trying to find is a specific date of the year, of the month, but in this promo pack, the only thing you need to find is the day of the week. So you're going to have a puzzle, a comic, that you're going to try to solve, and eventually you'll find out that the correct answer is, for example, Monday. All right? So each postcard points to a different day. Today I'm going to show you what is inside. I'll help you solve two puzzles because the first time I looked at them I was completely blocked. And finally I'll give my review. In the next few days I will publish different videos, each solving one of the puzzles. Alright? So let's go. So, box open, what do you see? You see here 7 puzzles. Each puzzle has a small comic. So for example, this one just shows you a baseball team, the Battling Bats, Transylvania High School, 1961. Alright. This one, for example, has another comic and it has some names. So, the Reindeer Games, Venison Bowl 21. So, what you see here is just different puzzles, all very different from each other, and all with some funny comic, maybe some text over here, and hidden within this comic, you have a challenge. Quality-wise, this is not just cardboard. It feels like plastic, almost like those plastified cards. So this will be reusable, and I don't think this will get damaged that easily. So I'll show you a little bit of all of them, because if you want, you can try to solve them at home. They actually also have this in their Facebook, so check it out, the Enigma Emporium on Facebook. You can check out the puzzles and even the answers, because some people provided the reply or hints in comments, and this might help you quite a bit. So just stop in any of them and you can do the puzzle yourself. Right, now that you saw what's inside, let's just try to solve them one, shall we? Let's just pick one. So I'll pick 2 that are very different in the way you solve them. Actually, they are all very different. Let's start with this one, because I thought this one was relatively easy on how to solve. So, here's your problem. What do you see when you look at this? If you look closely, you'll notice that some of the components that you find on the ground, they actually look like letters, right? So here, it looks like an S. Let me just write it here where you can see it, and the U. Alright, and then here the leprechaun is dropping some water that looks like a D. What else do you see? So here in the water fountain, you see an A. So you can see here letters that are starting to look like a day. Is it Saturday? Is it Thursday? What is it? So here, at the beginning I was not sure, so I'll leave it for later for us to define what is there. And if you look at the lady here on the right, you can see some patterns on her dress, and this clearly looks like a T. Now, what else can you see? Here, in the cutlery, it looks like another A, right? What about the window? Do you see something in the window? If you look closely, there's a Y here. So, what do we have already? So, if you cut out this, you already have day, and then you have Sat. So, it looks like it's pointing towards Saturday, right? So, we have S, A, T, U, then we are missing the R, and then we have, as we saw, day. And that's what helped me to define that this thing, once you rotate it enough, looks like an R. So, Saturday. That's the solution for this one puzzle. I know that looks easy, but if you get thrown into all these puzzles, it can be quite hard. So, let's take a look at a very different puzzle to solve. you give me a second. So, what do you see here? You see someone in a doctor's office, and you have some text here. Bad news, Mr. Simon. You have telluric dysprosium, better known as lemon-lime disease. Alright, so what else do you see? Just say no to arsenic. So, looking at this, it reminds me a bit of the periodic table of elements. So, if you go online and you find some of the things that were mentioned here, so for example, dysprosium, you can see that dysprosium, the letters that identify it are D and Y. Alright, what else is there? Telluric, so which element could that be? Let's explore all the elements, and here we have the T, titanium, technium, tellurium. So, what are the letters that signal tellurium? Sorry about that, a bit out of focus. TE. So, this is already looking like a day. You could probably already guess which one we are talking about, but let's try to fully solve the puzzle. What else do we have? Just say no to arsenic. Arsenic, you say. Let's explore that again. And let's click on arsenic. As you can see, this puzzle already works much different than the other, and all the puzzles are very different. So now we have AS. So if you take a look at this, which day of the week does it look like it maps to? Probably Tuesday, right? But we don't have a U. Tuesday. So let's go back to our puzzle. There don't seem to be any more elements lying around, at least their name is not there. But if you look at things that call out to you, what stands out? So we handled this text on the bottom, we handled the map, and the people themselves don't seem to give you any clue. But if you take a look at the weight here, there's some numbers. So how about we just go and search, because I'm not smart enough to do this by heart. We search for periodic table, and now you drop the weight that you saw, so 238.03. What will this tell us? Periodic table of elements. And well, that was actually not the best solution. Let's find here, because this even has the U that we are looking for. Unsaturated uranium. So if you check here, you will see that the mass of uranium is 238.03, just like we have in that scale on the doctor's office. So, and the symbol for uranium, it's U. So now we found out our U. Tuesday. So we have solved 2 of the 7 promo pack puzzles. We know that this one is Saturday, and now we know that this one is Tuesday. You will have the other 5 puzzles that I showed you before at the beginning of the video, and you will try to find the remaining days of the week out of the clues that are on these puzzles. So with that done, let's just jump back to my review of the game. I was very impressed with these puzzles. They were not too easy, and once you got the hang of it, not too hard. The first time I picked them up, I looked at them. I didn't even start with an easy one, which I would consider this one that was Saturday to be the easiest one of them, because you have letters running around, and that makes it probably the easiest one, because the other ones are a bit more hidden, the solution. When I started looking at them, I had no idea how to solve them. I knew what I was supposed to do, find the day of the week, but I didn't know how to get there. So I had to look a little bit online until I found someone, thank God, solving one of these puzzles. And it was actually the one I showed you for Tuesday. That was a massive help, because that squared me on the type of reasoning that I should be looking for. That was tough, but once I started, it worked really well. Clearly, you will need some support in some of these things. Like, unless you know the periodic table by heart, I don't think you can solve this one. But if you go into these puzzles knowing what you need to do and you have any resource, a computer or a phone, you'll be able to solve this for sure. So the puzzles were quite fun. The drawings are quite fun. They are the type of comics that you would expect to see perhaps in the newspaper or online and in your favorite website. The quality is good. The puzzles are good. My only complaint of the game is actually fixed. So my complaint was that you didn't have a starting point. You just open the pack and you are given 7 challenges and it's like, solve them. I talked to the company and they assured me that, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you will have a book explaining how to solve these puzzles. There will be hints, which that's a great addition, and there will be the solution. Because also when I finished them, I was like, okay, is my solution correct? Yes or no? I had to email them and they said, yes, they are correct. In the final version, the booklet that gives you the clues and the how to play will also have the solution. So my only problem with this is gone. The only remark I will have to say, this game is in English. And some of these puzzles rely you to think like you are solving these puzzles in English. I cannot give too many clues. In the next videos that I will create where I solve them, you will see what I mean by that. But if you're playing a game in English, expect the things to be in English. So that's my only 2 remarks. Did I have fun? A lot of fun. I solved them all in one sitting, but with time. But I think the best advantage for this is actually something that you do 1 or twice a day. This reminds me of people who like to do Sudoku or crosswords, where you have like a challenge in a newspaper and you do it while you have your breakfast or while you're on your way to work. And I think these ones work really well. They're a bit big if to take it on your way to work, but if you're going to work, you probably have a backpack or something like that and you can carry this. And they're really good because you can just pick one. I don't think these ones don't matter for sure. I don't think the bigger version also will care whether you use them in order or not. You just grab a puzzle and you solve it, and it's fun. They are really nice. You'll feel very smart once you finish them, or you'll feel a bit dumb once you cannot and you need to ask for help, which was the case in at least one of them. So I really like it. It's for fun and puzzles. Enigma Emporium claims this is their easiest one, and even then I was a bit thrown off. But I think anyone who likes puzzles, if you like escape rooms or that type of experiences, you will have fun solving this. Whether it's to your liking, you saw now the type of puzzles that I solved. You will see more if you follow the next videos. So when this hit Kickstarter, just check out, see if you like the bigger version and the idea behind it, and if you do, consider backing. Alright, thanks for watching.